Has recording begun? Yep. Hi everyone. CringeLord6842 here. You know, I know that name sounds stupid, and it is, but yeah, it's been a long time, 6 months, roughly. But we're back, and we're doing the CringeCast, little podcast that I've come up with. It's gonna go over some stupid topics, and hopefully we'll continue this for some time. Um, yeah, this will hopefully be fun, and if it does well, maybe I'll convince friends to hop on here, and maybe, I don't know. But, for the fun part, today's topic is, uh, bad mobile game ads. You know, you ever been, browsing, like, Instagram or YouTube, and you, look at the ads that you get, and it's like, I can't beat level pink, or I cannot get the woman to undress, or it's like they're really bad ads, or like the noob versus pro and stuff like that. Um, but like those ads are like the most abysmally funny thing. There's this one I just saw, and it's probably gonna end up being the thumbnail. Which, if you're watching this and you've probably seen the thumbnail, then yeah. But um, some of these are like abysmally horrible. Like they have really bad English. They're just made out of like the shit machine. And then it comes to the actual game, and like you look at the actual game and you're like, "Oh my god, this is an actual piece of shit." And you look at it and you play it for a little bit. Next thing you know, you're getting 10 more ads within 5-second time span, but still, the ads are god awful, and the game itself is just like actual spyware on your phone to siphon out your data and potentially even, your credit card info for all we know. And the art style, like the art styles that always persist into these ads and then the games that they, are put into, is that they are the most basic cash grab typed ads and games. Like they just spend 2 minutes on graphics at their design team just so they can push like another 5 games in, 2 days because they need more money and more ads and blah blah blah. They are just so abysmally bad. Like you always get those ads though that are also like trying to like rage bait you into playing the stupid game, and you get the ones that are like only 1% of them can beat this, or I can't beat this level. Can you? Or they intentionally mess up towards the very end just to make you feel so angry and be like, "Man, you are so stupid." Even though that's exactly what they want you to do, and of course they want you to be like, "Man, you're so stupid," and then download the game, and then they get the download revenue, and then you're over here playing some stupid malware of a game. Yeah, they're really fun. You also get games oh gosh, what was that game? Like Homescapes or Gardenscapes? I don't remember which one it is. But Homescapes or Gardenscapes, whatever one it is, and they started doing those stupid ads where you have the 3 buttons on the bottom and you prick one to save the scenario or whatever. You'd have to see it to know what I'm talking about. But if you do know what I'm talking about, you press the button, and then of course in the ad they press the wrong button and then they die or something, I don't know. But of course, then you're like, well, this kind of the concept seems kind of interesting. I'm gonna go play the game. You're gonna go play the game. Next thing you know, oh shit, it's a match 3 game or whatever Homescapes and Gardenscapes is, and oh, well, time to, I don't know, match 4 things, and then you realize, wait a second, I'm never good to play the cool little thing that was in the ad. And some of these ads actually have really cool concepts. Some of them are actually kind of cool. And then of course you go to play them, and next thing you know, oh my god, there is nothing here. I think one of those was Hero Wars or whatever, or it was one of those. It was something weird, and it's like nothing compared to what it actually is, and it just pisses me off so much, and I hate it so much. And okay, I probably said the graphics, take 2 minutes, but they are so awful. Like, I think a toddler could probably draw with a crayon and it would be better than, like, what you got. And then, like, you get the same, and, like, in the end, it's almost like the models are the exact same, maybe just a wee bit different, so, the 5-year-olds on the internet don't catch on at the time. But, you never know. And then you get these companies like Legendary, Catch App, and Voodoo, to name three of them that I can remember off the top of my head. They make the worst fucking games known to man. I mean, I think Legendary made Bow Stars, or whatever it's called, and it was, like, that one was a fun game. But then, like, of course, the ads they show nowadays are so bad. And, like, the game used to be so cool, and the ads that they use to promote it are just so bad. And then, like, Voodoo, their games are just actual, like, shovelware, I think is what they call it in the world of gaming. You know? Except they just shovel steaming hot piles of shit onto your plate, and then voila, they call it a game, apparently. Which, I don't think it's really a game. It's definitely something, but it is not a game, in my opinion. Catch Up also does the same thing. And of course, the moment you load into them, you're getting about 10 ads. You beat the level, boom, another 10 more ads. You don't beat the level? How about let's mix it up this time? 15 ads. Boom. And then, of course, you get those stupid ads that are like softcore pornography. And they're like trying to make like young kids download their game because, old woman butt big, ooh, get game now, and shit like that. And it's so stupid. Like, it makes me so just angry to see stuff like this. And it's so, like, they're so bad. And, like, I can remember one of them, and one of the games was like Twerk Off or whatever. It was like named Twerk Off or something. And it involved you going around eating hamburgers or like things on the, like, junk food. And then you wanted to not eat the healthy food because you ate the healthy food and your butt gets smaller. I remember this ad because it was so bad. And you get these stupid ads, and then next thing you know, they're over here having a twerk off battle, and it's like this was made for like kids, like, maybe like 9 years old and maybe a little bit younger. I don't know, but like, get stupid ads like that, and they're obviously, of course, towards like little kids, and it's bad. And let's just say that those like dad versus mom ads, those are also like abysmally bad, because you're just watching like two people play the same game in quotation marks, because again, it's never going to match up to the actual game that you're going to download. And of course, like, the dad's always like winning, or mom, it doesn't matter, always one of them's always winning, and the other one's doing like stupid things that don't even like, they don't do what you need for the game to like win, and they're intentionally losing, and it's so bad. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say the word so bad during this stupid little podcast. But then you like, the other thing is, like, you look at older ads back in like, I don't know, early like 2016 and before, and like, you didn't really have that many game ads, but like, you had really good games like Plants vs Zombies, Subway Surfers, Jetpack Joyride, Angry Birds before they became a cash grab sellout, Plague Inc., Minecraft. I don't know if I already said that one, but like, you had those really good mobile games, and then like, eventually someone realized, yeah, I could make thousands of dollars by just selling out like these horrible games, but I'm gonna mass produce them on a large scale, and then, yeah, you're gonna make thousands and thousands of dollars. Which, I mean, hey, they're making bank, and here I am being broke as hell, But hey, at least I still have dignity from not shelling out to making horrible ads that probably include softcore pornography. You know, like, some of these are like, some of the like games nowadays too, like mobile games, some of them are good, but they don't advertise, and then that creates like the issue of like good games not being advertised, so the bad, like, shitty games get advertised, and of course the little kids are going to download the bad games because that's what they see first, you know? And some of them I can't stand. And one of them that were one of the funny ones that I used to laugh at was a knockoff of what's that game called? My God. Oh, yeah, it was Fallout Shelter on mobile. Except this one was called Hustle Castle. I remember these ads. It was like a knockoff ad of Hero Wars ads, which their ads are completely fake to begin with. But it was a knockoff Hero War ad, and it was, level, like, one power level guy, and then he picks up a sword and it turns him into like a 5 power level guy, and then of course he goes to like the 99 power level girl and dies, so he has to restart. So he picks up the sword and 5 power level, start from the bottom. So this time he goes to the 3 power level, except he doesn't he doesn't kill the woman. No, no, no. He like smacks her with the sword and then thrusts, and then her belly becomes large, which obviously you can assume instantly right then and there that he just, I don't know, sexually assaulted that woman. And this is the kind of stuff that like YouTube and like other platforms allow, and it's god awful. And there's this one this one game, I don't even know what it is. Actually, it's like an influx of new games that do this, and they're like the makeover games, and it's like I've seen some of these on like Instagram or like just like on YouTube even. I remember getting one of these on YouTube. I was thinking I was watching like a regular video, probably about video games or something, or maybe even like a documentary. Next thing I know, I got this girl, this girl like dripping in mud and like probably it's mud, but it looks like mud, but it's got stink lines coming off, so I'm guessing it's probably feces. And you got this girl like giving her boyfriend a back massage by walking over him, and then the camera pans and it's like this pretty girl walking on her boyfriend, and of course the stinky girl's boyfriend's like, man, I wish I had a girlfriend like that, and like gets rid of his girlfriend and like throws her away or something like that, and then proceeds to like, it's like, okay, makeover time. You could like choose between 3 items: the shower head, the hose, or something else. And of course in the ad they choose the wrong option, and then they choose the hose, and like everything gets melted off of her, like her skin just gets eviscerated or something. But you always get like, it's always the wrong choice, and then it's like, you lose one heart, and then you lose 2 more hearts and you're out, and stupid stuff like that. Or those like stupid, like, it's like the knockoff homescapes where like they have you building the mansions and stuff like that. That's exactly what the game is. It's copy pasted homescapes, except it's like made by a completely different company, except their ads are so like weird. Like, like, I don't know if it's I actually don't remember if it's like a knockoff homescapes or whatever, but I also remember this ad, and it was literally like this woman and her husband's on his phone, and there's like 5 kids around him all crying, and this dad or husband or whatever won't pay attention to any of the kids. And, and he's over here like, you must make more babies, is literally what like the text box said. And it's like, it gives you the choice to leave him or stay with him, and of course the ad hits like the leave him, and then it cuts to like her in this like snowstorm in an abandoned cabin with holes in the walls and like nothing functioning. And it's like, she could have gone anywhere. She could have gone to, I don't know, mom and dad's house. She could have gone to a shelter. She could have gone to the police to report the husband. Like, she could have gone anywhere, but she goes and finds this abandoned cabin in the middle of nowhere during a snowstorm with her 5 babies. And then, like, of course, the options are like, you can board up the window. You can, I don't know, put dynamite in the window. It's like stupid stuff. And of course, the first one's always right. They got to make sure to entice you. So you pick the first one. And of course, it's like, board up the wall. Yay, now there's less snow coming through, but you're still cold. Now what do? Do you choose the toilet, the bucket, or, or something stupid? And of course, they choose the bucket, and like, then next thing you know, of course, it progresses. They put the bucket down, and now it's filled with feces. You get a big red X on your screen, and you get like one more try, and it's like, okay, do you use the campfire, the furnace, or I don't know, like car engine? And they'll pick like the car engine. Of course, they die of carbon monoxide poisoning or something like that. And it's like, can you do better? And it's like, yeah, of course I can do better. I'm not a dumbass. And some of them are abysmally funny. Like, those are like the bad mobile games ads. And then I remember like the original bad mobile game ads were like that's how Mafia works, or something like that. It was like the Mafia City ads, and those were like almost satirically funny, because at this point, like at the point when they came out, you couldn't almost tell if they were satire or not. Of course, they were half and half at one point. Like at the very beginning, they weren't satire, and then I think eventually they became actual satire, even though the game was still a piece of shit. But they still gave us some really good chuckles with like the satire part of it. But still, so like, you got like this level 1 crook, and he's homeless, and this apparently it's like level 1 crook, and then hot woman is literally like, what her title is, it literally says like hot woman level 50, and then there's level 30 police chasing after her, and the level 50 woman is actually like hiding under the newspaper that you're using to cover up, because you're a level 1 crook that's homeless. And it's like, you can either tell the cops where she is and get a bunch of money, or you can not tell the cops where she is and level up a bunch. And of course, in the ads, it always opts to not tell you like where she is, so you get all the good levels, all the level ups, and it's like, wow, thank you. And then of course, like, it flashes to like the next scene in the ad, and then you get like, you're like, what, like a level 30 like boss now, or mafioso, or whatever they call them, and next thing you know, you just get like walked up on by a bunch of like gangster, level 10 gangsters or whatever, and then a level 50 mafia boss is like, that's my wife, give her back. And then he like punches you or whatever, and then you get sent back to level 1, and it's like, you can choose your own route or something like that. And it's like, play Mafia City now. And those are horrible. Those are always horrible. And then there's the ones that remind, like the ones that I can remember, like those like they have like really, I don't know, they're like mythical kingdom games. I think one of the game was like Ebony is what it's called. And it's like, okay, you gotta pull these pins to gotta pull the pins and then get to the goal. And then like you got like 3 pins, one of them's holding back this monster, one of them's holding gold, and the other's holding lava. And so they'll always like pull the one that's holding the gold, then the lava, and then the monster, and then of course this guy's like goes into the chamber, and then walks into like, now he's standing on molten gold, like, or dried up molten gold, or whatever you call it. And then the monster just comes up and, of course, with like the 2-frame animation, swings his like really badly animated axe, and the guy just does like the typical death animation and just falls to the ground and dies. And it's like, it's really, really funny. They're really funnily bad. But that is like just the world of mobile games, and like the inclusion of like the emojis, like the really, really, like, some of them have like knockoff iOS or even Android emojis, and they're just so bad, and it's like, help him escape from prison. And they're just so funny. And I actually remember this one. And it was like a huge, like a Chinese ascension game, and it's like, help the princess out, or like return the umbrella to the princess, or take the umbrella, and of course you return the of course in the ad they return the umbrella, and it's like you've been promoted to like magistrate or whatever. And these like the, these characters are both girls. Like the princess is a girl, and then of course the character in the ad that's about to be promoted to a magistrate is girl. And, and they're walking they're walking down the street, and next thing, like all of a sudden, like two naked guys just come out of the alleyway, and just that's the end of the ad. It's like, what? Where did these two naked guys come? Well, like these two naked guys come out of the alley, and like I don't. I don't really know. I would more or less put it as sexually assault the princess and the magistrate girl, and that's the end of the ad. And it's like, what the hell did I just watch? Like, did I just see that with my own two eyes? And it's like, yeah, you did just see that with your own two eyes, and now you have to live with that for the rest of your life, knowing that you saw an ad where two girls get like assaulted by two naked men for a mobile game ad, and it's so bad. But I just I can't even begin. Like it's such a deep rabbit hole with how these ads go that I could not cover it, and other YouTubers have already covered these, like these bad ad rabbit holes, and I can't even begin to scrape the surface because of how much brain rot it is. Like it is complete and utter brain rot. So I'm gonna leave it to them to do this. But in the meantime, I think we're gonna call this a conclusion on the first episode of the CringeCast. Thank you for listening. If you sat all the way through this, it means a lot, cause you know, it just does. But yeah, it's been fun, and maybe I'll get another episode posted out this week. Probably the next one is about to be about high school vaping and like people who vape in bathroom. It's gonna be a good episode. But until next time, thank you so much, and peace.